Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited, Santa Monica Airport Association vows to fight on. Sebring declares Expo a whopping success, others not so much. Karma returns, GoPro reintroduces consumer drone. Hello, I'm Laura Hudson. It's February 2nd and this is Airborne Unlimited. The Santa Monica controversy shows no signs of abating, especially among Santa Monica pilots. The Santa Monica Airport Association is not going to just roll over and allow the FAA and the city to close the airport in 2028. Writing on their blog, SMAA's Bill Worden says that the group plans to do everything in its power to prevent the airport from being closed and the city taking over FBO operations at the facility. Worden writes, quote, "Although we have not yet seen the shameful document, the press releases from the city and the FAA seem to indicate that the city will also have the right as an exclusive proprietor to oust Atlantic Aviation and American Flyers, provided the city can supply the services currently provided by these FBOs." What does seem apparent is that we have 10 years to convince the citizens of Santa Monica that the airport remains the best and highest use for the land. This will require a degree of enlightened self-interest, seldom exhibited by citizens of any towns these days. In the meantime, we have no choice but to carry this fight to the highest levels of our federal government. Worden says the association is prepared to take whatever steps are necessary to prevent the runway shortening, the ouster of the FBOs, and the eventual closure of the airport. "We're rolling up our sleeves, prepared to go mano a mano," Worden said. ANN's Jim Campbell has met Worden and many of the SMAA pilots, and he tells me that he's glad they're on our side. They're remarkable people. More info to come, we promise. U.S. Sport Aviation Expo kicked off Wednesday, January 25th, with glorious weather that continued for all 4 days. While Sport Aviation Expo officials called the event a success, the fly-in was not without a few blemishes. Zenith Aircraft's daily rudder workshop was completely filled, and attendees were thrilled to have the opportunity to build their own rudder, including ANN's own Masako Campbell, who completed her project early and is now trying to con her husband into buying her the rest of the kit. Better yet, over 700 students from area schools came to hear famous aviators who defied odds and built remarkable aviation-related careers. Shaesta Waiz, Patty Wagstaff, Jamail Larkins, Holmes and Melissa Mathiasen. This year's event saw a management shift from previous years after some questionable decisions caused the cancellation of a pivotal event day in 2016, which was the reason cited by several prominent exhibitors who are also no-shows to this year's event. One of the highlights was a special Habaco Fusion Spec drone race in partnership with Multi-GP on Saturday. The Drone Zone was the place to be to watch the FPV drone racing live during the 4-day event. The winner of the 3500 Fusion Spec race was Ivan Rodriguez, MV Astro, and the winner of the Drone Zone 10,000 Grand Prize was Kane Mad Air Madeir. After the break, the GoPro Karma drone is back.
The dream is real, a truly affordable personal jet aircraft. The Subsonics Personal Jet Kit is priced at only $42,000. Kit plus engine is still under $100K. Add instruments, upholstery, and paint and you're flying. It's time to put your money where your bucket list is. Learn more at sonicsaircraft.com.
Redbird Flight Simulations is dedicated to revolutionizing flight training by designing, manufacturing, and delivering affordable and innovative flight training technologies. Each Redbird device is designed to enhance the training experience for pilots of all levels, from student to ATP. Redbird is quickly becoming the industry standard for flight training. Since Redbird introduced its revolutionary FMX in 2007, colleges, universities, and flight training operations around the world have integrated Redbird products into their curriculum. It's time to discover what Redbird can do for you. Join the migration.
Based on the popular Sling 2 LSA, the Sling 4 was designed to be the most practical and desirable lightweight 4-place experimental aircraft on the market. Find out more about this 115 horsepower turbocharged airplane at airplanefactory.com.
Welcome back. If you would like to be a supporter of Airborne Unlimited, send an email to jim@aero-news.net. Once heralded with much fanfare, the GoPro entry into the consumer drone market looked like a sure bet, until troubles with a number of the products grounded the program. Very portable and easy to fly, the Karma ran into trouble when owners reported them falling out of the sky without warning, and not just a few times. GoPro, to their credit, pulled the product from their shelves, instituted a recall, gifted former owners with free GoPro cameras, and went back to the drawing board, promising to be back when they were sure they had the problem licked. Well, they did just that, and this week the Karma returned to the market after the company corrected what turned out to be a problem with securing the battery, which would dislodge in flight and lose power, followed by the inevitable thud. The revamped Karma, along with a redesigned battery latch, will still sell for the old price of $800 or $1,100 with the new Hero 5 camera. The drones are now available on the GoPro site as well as with authorized retailers. The A&N crew is looking forward to trying out the revamped Karma and furnishing a full flight test soon. It's Thursday, which means that it's time for an Aero community update, highlighting news and information about the incredible people and organizations that populate the Airborne Partnership Initiative behind Airborne Unlimited. It's barely a month away. Our annual AEA Convention and Trade Show live coverage of the most exciting and innovative avionics news on or over planet Earth. Scheduled for March 13th through 16th at the Ernest N. Memorial Convention Center in New Orleans, Louisiana. A&N offers a spectacular array of programming. And yes, we meant what we said. Most of it will be live. The 60th Annual AEA International Convention and Trade Show is a unique opportunity to connect with manufacturers, distributors, technicians, and business leaders as we shape the future of avionics together. It is the only wholesale avionics show representing nearly 90% of the international government certified avionics shops. On opening day, upwards of 30 companies will offer short insights into the best of next year's innovative new products and the fast-paced new products introductions. And we'll be live streaming it and 2 more days of exciting live programming on day 2 and day 3 of this extraordinary event. A&N and AEA will publish our live webcast schedule in just a few weeks, but we warn you not to miss a thing. This year is looking to be an extremely important year for all things avionics. After these messages, Citation pilots are not happy about the fate of Santa Monica Airport.
There's a difference between charting a steady course and pushing for the ceiling. And for nearly a century, Hartzell Propeller has been defining that difference. It's in our passion for engineering and research and our dedication to testing the limits of performance. We are built on honor. We are Hartzell Propeller.
Explore no limits flying in the FAA-certified Sea Ray Amphibious LSA, one of the top 3 best-selling LSAs in the U.S. Progressive Aerodyne Sea Ray comes equipped with a Rotax engine and exhibits extraordinary handling on land, water, and in the air. Check it out at www.searay.com.
Welcome back. With so much news coming out of the aviation industry, we're summarizing some other interesting stories in a brief segment we call Around the Patch. The Citation Jet Pilots Owners Pilots Association, an organization of more than 800 owners, pilots, and enthusiasts of the Cessna Citation line of light jet aircraft, is monitoring developments following an unprecedented settlement regarding the future of embattled Santa Monica Airport. CJP Executive Director Andrew Broom noted that, quote, "A shorter runway at SMO means that dozens of our members based throughout Southern California will not be able to safely utilize a valued airfield in the Los Angeles basin. I find it somewhat baffling that the FAA would accept, never mind celebrate, such a compromise." General Atomics Aeronautical Systems launched a type certifiable version of its Predator B product called Sky Guardian this week. Sky Guardian is a result of a 5-year-long company-funded effort to deliver an RPA system that can operate under the stringent airworthiness requirement of non-military airspace. Sky Guardian can fly in excess of 35 hours with airspeeds up to 210 knots and reach altitudes of more than 14,000 meters. NASAO has announced that John J. Shea has been selected to join the NASAO team as a manager of government relations. Shea has several years of Hill experience, which includes work as a legislative assistant for Representatives Chuck Fleischman and Stephen Fincher, both from Tennessee. Hartzell Propeller's 4-blade lightweight aluminum propeller has been selected by Hindustan Aeronautics Ltd. for its HTT-40 two-place turbine-basic trainer aircraft. The new indigenous HTT-40 is designed and built by HAL under the country's Make in India initiative. The HTT-40 will replace the piston-powered HPT-32 DPAC trainer for the Indian Air Force. The planned launch of an EchoStar communications satellite has been delayed until the middle of February to allow more time for SpaceX to ready Launch Complex 39A for its missions. The EchoStar launch had been planned for Sunday, but SpaceX said that it was pushing that launch until after its boost cargo to the International Space Station, which is planned for February 15th. Well, that's it for today's trip around the patch. Now let's move on to the rest of the news. The Commemorative Air Force is planning to move its B-17 Flying Fortress Texas Raiders to a new permanent home at Conroe North Houston Regional Airport this month. There will be a public ribbon cutting at the General Aviation Services hangar, where the airplane will be kept in March, with World War II veterans in attendance. The first public event will be held in April. The airplane will be open for public tours for a modest donation, but it will also be a flying museum. The airplane has been hangared in the David Wayne Hooks Airport since last spring. CAF spokesperson Nancy Quaishian said that a search has been on for some time, and that KSMO will make it easier for the CAF to operate the big bomber. It also provides better public access to the airplane, she said. In a statement, Harold Hutchinson, manager of Conroe Visitors Bureau, said that the B-17 will be a great addition to our community, and we look forward to working with her crew. Well, that's our program for today. Remember that Airborne Unlimited is streamed daily, Monday through Friday, with additional breaking news bulletins for important stories that fall outside of our normal deadlines. If you're watching us on YouTube, please subscribe, and do check us out on Facebook and Twitter. Get comprehensive, real-time, 24/7 coverage of the latest aviation and aerospace stories anytime at aero-news.net. See you tomorrow.